inevitable counter matchup for the Yemoja. She doesn't have a way out of the Tremors. She does have a way to cancel the Tremors, but it's easy to get caught out by that Cabrakan.
You could really lose your life quickly. I'll be keeping my eyes on him. I trust Scream to reel it in. He's got a great team around him, communication center out of PBM. Say in any situation, if I walk up to purple, they're just gonna hog, and there's nothing I can get from it. You have to prove that you're capable of doing it, and Aurora forces it.
Palau pulls in Sino, a lot of damage to the Thanatos. The Silence is just up to slow, and Paul turns it back around for first blood on the Tartarus Titans, and Scream left running through, just not enough damage to take out this Thanatos.
The Morrigan early on, DPS very low. Scream was relying on that Dark Omen proc to get him. Sino limps his way out of the battle.
PBM stunned. Here's an extra combo in from the Hunter. PBM low. Couple more lob shots from Stu will do, and he grabs it. Second kill of the game to the Titans Hunter.
That's a tough situation to be in as PBM. Do you rip Tide out? Do you stun out? The Tremor, he makes the decision. It's got to be the towards SOT, could catch him out of bounds. He loves getting aggressive, and with that Golden Blade in first slot, pretty squishy.
Sot versus 3. Got back up from Sino if he gets that ult through there, as well as Aurora in the sky. Lands down. It's Sino with the first kill of the team fight. And now PBM caught inside of his own Riptide once again. He is running, but just not enough damage to catch him out. Instead, it will be the Titans pick on 1 and a greater Scorpion steal.
If that ultimate comes out just a bit sooner from Mike, you lock down SOT.
Further forward, we'll just get the ult out of the Amaterasu, and then small battle over the totem goes to SOT. Transformation though out of Final K to Palau in. SOT has no way to get out of this. He'll get yanked back, but where is the follow-up damage? There's the ultimate from PBM to lock him down, but nobody's dealing the damage. Sino instead goes to the backline. Final K dashed out Scream, tries to use the fire giant, but that's not enough. Scream grabs 1, and a second Palau up now for the Dragons. Will pull 3 back in, but Pagon goes in and dies after. It's a double kill for Sino and the Titans.
2 for 1 trade. Sino blinks in, he wants more.
Finds nearly the third, and Paul will finish the job, and is 6 kills up for the Tartarus Titans and 1 trade out for the Dragons.
You cannot allow Sino to waltz his way through this tournament on this pick, this Thanatos.
Kind of answer from the Dragons, because the Titans have just waltzed over to the Fury. Scream is here. Will that be enough to scare them away? The Dragons are, or the Titans, I should say, are still going to just take this Fury. Scream goes in. Palau doesn't find anybody on the chains, only 1, and it's Aurora gets pulled into the River's Rebuke. But in the sky is Sino. Watch out where he's going to land in the fight. It's to the back line, but it's only on top of PBM. The fight is going all over the place, but it's Pagon is the lowest one out. Sino able to squeeze through, and Final K falls first.
Now the Tartarus Titans hot on their heels. The Jade Dragons utilizing those Riptides to escape. It's Paul leading the charge. Knock up off the mark.
Paul, Stewart, and Aurora pushing forward, maybe going for a roundabout, at least towards PBM and Scream. Instead, they're going to the solo lane, trying to catch out Final K and Pagon. A blink from Fino. Pagon transforms instantly, but doesn't make it to the sky. Stewart drops him before he can get up.
Pagon nearly makes it up. That ultimate so well timed, but even then, every single shot from Paul finds its way home, and the Tartarus Titans won't let off the gas.
Fire Giant, half HP. The Jade Dragons step in. Aurora goes to the back line, walls off Mike and Final K, but the River's Rebuke are here. SOT in the ultimate. It's dropped down. Too much damage from Scream, and the Tartarus Titans cannot continue the fire.
Dragons forced to respond.
Final K in the rage form, walks forward. Frenzy pop. The Fire Giant is melting. The River's Rebuke there. The Titans get the Fire Giant, but can they get the fight after? Sino in the sky, but so is Pagon, who ducks down, but takes SOT with them instead. The first casualty of the fight goes to the Jade Dragons, and maybe an extra 1. Scream drops. Paul makes it a 1-for-1.
Tartarus Titans, time to disengage. Fire Giant healing them back up. Paul's got other ideas. Maybe I called it wrong. It's a step forward. Slow connects. Stun off the mark, but will Mike survive?
The damage from Paul is getting too much for the Jade Dragons, but Paul is going to stop
the Titans. As long as they keep a couple alive, might just cost them fire.
Titans find Scream barely up into the Palau. He'll find quite a few with these chains and pulls 3 of them back in. Up in the sky is the Thanatos. Scream is down, and the Tartarus Titans continue their march back towards the fire.
Scream has just gotten caught out too many times before these fights. Over towards mid, loses out on his ultimate before the Fury, now on right before the Fire Giant, and at such an integral time at that. The Jade Dragons posturing for defense, not allowed to do so without their jungler. And the Tartarus Titans have 40 seconds to play with until Scream rejoins the land of the living. This bird, it's going to be a hard-fought defense, 4 versus 5.
Gonna need Mike and FinoK to do a lot of frontlining. Set up for Panicat and Pagon. Riptide off the mark. Aurora to the back line. Paul as well. Frontlining with his squad. PBM is gone. Stewart starts the fight on strong. And Paul to the back line takes out his opponent. Panicat in the whirlpool as soon as he gets out. Has to Aegis to get back to the fountain, but Paul puts him down. Double kill for the mid laner of the Titans. Right side bird gone. It is just Scream and FinoK to defend. A dunk in by Sino, not enough quite yet to take out FinoK. Paul dives to the fountain, but the Titans will dive down and take game number 1.
Bottom 3, bottom 4, teams as a whole, what are you thinking about them?
I think the Dragons have really made up for their lack of AoE, right? They've grabbed a Merlin and a Cupid in that bottom too. They're not making the same mistake they did last time.
We need engage, we need AoE. Yep. We're going to do just that.
They've got them in spades for sure. And this Atlas coming through, I think
Aurora go-to. Once the Naja has been banned away, and I guess we can call it now his number 3 with Naja and Thanatos taken away. But a shift up.
It's on the Jade Dragons. The onus is on them to force the hand of the Tartarus Titans. Titans are here to scale. That's all they're doing.
Invaded the Scorpion. Aurora caught out. Only picks up Scream, but doesn't get the full pickup. He will charge out, but grabbed by Scream to the skies and right back to the ground. Scream strikes first blood for the Dragons. A dive in by Mike, but an ultimate out of Sap will get a kill for the Tartarus Titans, and now it is FinoK on the run as the Titans run for it. A couple more shots from SOT will net him the double.
PBM on the retreat. It's Paul nearby, but a reset nonetheless. The Jade Dragons try and force the hand of the Tartarus Dragons, trying whatever they can to find some sort of fight on map, even dashing in towards tower there, looking for invades consistently. And the Titans, they just keep backing up.
FinoK leaps away on the right side of the map. Left side, we saw a bit of an invade around that purple buff, but not really getting too much from there. Pagon up against Paul. The fires are burning through, a flicker in, and the sash from Scream sets up for the second kill.
That's a phenomenal rotation from Scream there, exactly where you want him to put his aggression. Catch out Paul before he's allowed to channel that changeling. Put the pressure on him. Don't allow him to scale. So important for the Jade Dragons. The rotation now, continuous pressure. Blue buff looked at.
Sot and Sino walk up though, 2v2, but this one goes to the Dragons. A fight for Scream. He doesn't have ult, but there is a landfall that blocks off the path, and Sino falls 3 now for the Dragons and Scream, and SOT will try and get away with his ultimate. Will do so.
The tank shred composition. Are Sino and Aurora lining up together, because now it's Aurora alone.
Aurora pulled back, drops the ultimate. The charge, well, I don't know if it's held onto or canceled, but does not matter because now he has backup from his mid laner. Paul transforms in, a big landfall, grabs Aurora back, and Aurora is down. Scream, credit to the kill, but it's 1 for 1 so far. Aurora out, Pandacat low, Pandacat gone. Sino comes up big in the fight, and SOT makes it a double for his squad.
The Tartarus Titans still have to stick around. PBM low. Stewart free casting, kill to Sino, make it a double. 4 for 2 to the Chaos side. Fury spawning shortly. The Tartarus Titans might be able to stick around. SOT doesn't want to. Fine, got him.
FinoK, not sure he's got the starts it up. SOT, the front line for this team to jump on in. Aurora right behind him. That'll be enough to pull away from the fire, which got low. Aurora picks up one, but it feels a love by Pandacat. Locks down Aurora. He's the first cap to see a landfall. Cuts off an escape path, and not enough damage on Scream. Sue finds the snipes to make it a 1 for 1.
Man, the crowd is hating that. If you were wondering who they're rooting for, it's the Jade Dragons.
Was it Boo or was it Stu? Himself on the left side of the jungle, but not going to be able to get in just yet. Sino grabs a speed buff. The Dragons push in to the tier 2 tower. A slow burn, but just not enough DPS without those minions. But Paul wrapping through, finds the stun on the Pandacat. Aegis and Beads gone for the carry, and so is Pagon. He is out. Sino strikes first, and Stu to the sky with the snipes. Will poke out Pandacat, but it's returned right back. Pandacat drops the solo.
Aurora left high and dry, drops to Scream. The Tartarus Titans trade 2 for the 1 of the Jade Dragons. gets fire off of Pagon, and the Dragons lose their AoE DPS. But what did I say? You poked out Pandacat down to 10%. Who cares? He's back to full HP.
Mid-tier 2 gone. It is just the carries of the Tartarus Titans left. No front line to defend this Phoenix. The Jade Dragons will take
EFG pull. Tartarus Titans have to respond.
EFG loses about 20% of its health. But Mike and FineOK especially frontlining up against SOT, who walks in. Fire Giant down to a quarter. The Titans have got to get in now, or the Dragons have got to pull away, but they're going to keep the commit. Pandacat and Pagon combined will take the enhanced Fire Giant. But what will the Dragons do after? The Titans launch the ultimate from Aurora forward. FineOK in the middle of 2. SOT tries to go in landfall. Gets the beach from Stu, who is in danger. FineOK and Scream take him down to the back line. SOT gone. It's a double for the jungle of the Dragons.
Tartarus Titans maintain 3 lives. Is it enough to keep your Titan alive? The Jade Dragons have already done the heavy lifting. Fire on 5 health. The Aurora can't even make it out.
Aurora is down. It's only up to Sino and Paul to defend against the onslaught of the Jade Dragons, who will march in with the minions and tie up the set. And Mifflin, for the first time this weekend, we are extending the set.
Good job, Jade.
Or Athena. Man, I don't know. Dude, I can't.
I want you to know what you're experiencing right now. That is weeks of Dragons play. Like, we don't play it up. Like, it genuinely.
Well, for the first time this weekend, I can say that the set is all tied up, and we move in to game number 3 of the best of 5 between the Tartarus Titans and the Jade Dragons. And Sino on one of his signature picks.
Feeling a little bit better. At this portion of the game, any fight that happens in mid, set's just gonna run you down.
FineOK chasing out SOT in danger. Ultimate still available, but the cage drops, and with 4 surrounding, it's first blood to the rookie mid laner of the Jade Dragons. Aurora slowed down, chased out, pops the ultimate early, and will make it back to the tier 1 tower. The revive pops, but so will Aurora. It's 2 for the Jade Dragons.
Jade Dragons strike early, play through their power point. Pagon, anywhere he goes, is a good fight for the Jade Dragons.
Will grab the Greater Scorpion, but the Titans will walk in to the enemy jungle. Finds PBM. Ultimate not used by Sino just yet, not wanting to use it on a single Atlas. The root is there, but not enough damage on the PBM just yet. Maybe this Cyclone can take him down. Paul does drop the support of the Jade Dragons, but FineOK and Scream are gonna have to back away. Half health on the solo laner, and the Titans will passed up by Sino. Instead, maybe looking for a blue buff invade. Sash onto Scream, beads gone from the Athena, and a quick dash out as the buff is secured by FineOK. Cage locks into Scream, returns to the fray, but the Aegis is good by Sino. Sash misses. He's got to take someone up. It's going to be Scream in the sky, but there's nothing to follow up with just yet until Paul shows up and knocks him down. Sino gets dropped though by Pandacat, who is rotated to the fight, but Panda falls to SOT.
Pandacat may have had an integral rotation there. If he's not there, fight doesn't look nearly as good. Sino maybe even makes it out alive, but the Jade Dragons were not able.
Pandacat a little ways away. The Fury falling fast to the Tartarus Titans. It's a dash in on the FineOK. Sash hits as well, but FineOK is living. He's got the tank down. Up into the sky goes Sino, but he's only got the one with him, and there's no follow-up on landing. Pandacat drops Aurora. Pagon knocks down SOT, and Sino is in no man's land as the Dragons grab 3.
3 for 0 trade for the Jade Dragons. Primal Fury will follow suit. The Tartarus Titans just get locked.
Just going for the coin toss. Paul walks up into the Fire Giant pit. Who is gonna take it, or is it gonna reset? The Fire Ring, the knockup for the Fire Giant is doing so much damage. Paul drops the jungler. The Fire Giant still active. The Tartarus Titans can take this one right back, but the Jade Dragons are nearby. Finally, the fire will be leashed.
That Fire Giant so low HP. Sino considering a reinitiation, repulled again by the Tartarus Titans. Sub 20%. Jade Dragons hovering nearby. Here comes the fight.
Mike Sashton up to the sky. That leaves Pandacat and Pagon by themselves, and Pandacat drops. Pagon fighting back. Has got to juke out the snipes from Stu. Will do so just in time, and FineOK returns the favor to Sino, making it a 1-for-1 trade.
1-for-1 trade, but Stu still healthy. If your ADC's alive, objectives still an option. Pyromancer pulled. Gungnir's might just needs to be body blocked and is. FinoK gets no say. And the Tartarus Titans in response. Maybe both get psyched out by each other.
FinoK Sash up in the sky, but there's got to be a lot of extra burst on the floor for him. Not quite enough, but Paul has shown up. The cage has been dropped, and there needs to be a little bit more from Paul to take him down. FinoK out of the fight right away, and PBM maybe right after Paul gets the knockup. Paul gets the knockdown. It's a double for the mid.
Paul is always standing exactly where you need him. FinoK had no idea he was there. It's a barrel stuff primordial onslaught, landing every single shot, and a step forward to simply knock over the limping PBM. The Tartarus Titans now with massive advantage approach the Fire Giant. The Jade Dragons can simply wait for the death cries. I'm looking at PBM. That ultimate, that defense shred could make it very hard for SOT to start this fight up.
A pick up onto SOT, but a quick revive brings him right back in. FinoK jumps in, but his cage has already been expended, and it's out Pagon to the back line, pulled back by Aurora, jump back in by Paul, who is going massive to start it out. One down, make that two for Stu. Sniped, making a double for the carry of the Titans, and Paul will get a double of his own. A deicide for the Tartarus Titans in game number 3 to the Titans.
Usually the Phoenix is the prelude to the battle there, but the Jade Dragons try and keep it alive. The Tartarus Titans go in once, twice, and on the third, finally hit pay dirt.
Kill frontliners. Who is the hardest frontliner to kill in the game? It's Fafnir.
Yeah.
And he's great with double hunter, so I think it's a great
In
pickup.
the semifinals, the winner once again goes on to face off against the Camelot Kings in the grand finals tomorrow to crown our season.
Not his way in just yet. Could be Pagon in some trouble.
Throws out the ult, stuns 2, but with SOT there, a lockdown and a first blood for the Tartarus Titans to finally answer back to this passive playstyle, the Jade Dragons. That's going to close up some of the goal, but still not nearly enough. But that's given Stu some confidence to walk up to the purple buff of Panda Cat. Not enough to steal anything else. Instead, Sino in the sky with one on landing. It's PBM. He will jump away, surrounded, holding on to dear life, but Paul will deliver him to death's door on the right side, though. Scream takes down SOT with the help of FinoK. Pagon does take a bit of poke during this, though. They'll have Fire Giants to regen it, but this tier 2 tower is going to be slowly knocked away by this Trebuchet. Not enough resustain back through. FinoK dashes out. SOT goes in, but doesn't hold out anybody on the ultimate. The maw is used, and Stewart is low. Paul is gone. The carries are out of this fight, and so is SOT. And on landing, Sino drops. The Jade Dragons take down 3 right away.
They might be able to go for even more. Those are synced up death timers. 30 seconds on the nearest respawn. Aurora and Stu don't have any resources left. The Jade Dragons, we're only 19 minutes in.
They do it every single time. If when they are down at the end, they jam it for a 20-minute win, and they're not going to wait to 20. Into the fountain goes Stewart. Aurora can't hold back. The Dragons have punched through and are going to game number 5.
I couldn't tell.
With the best hit.
On the line, set on the line, tournament life on the line. And Scream's here. I can hear some Scream chats. You don't even have to be a fan of the Dragons here to appreciate
Earlier this
that.
weekend, could do so here again today. I think really the mid 3v3 where the Jade Dragons can make their money. The Tartarus Titans, on the other hand,
the tail end of phase number 2. These are 2 teams meeting out. This may be one of the best matchups we get to see for a semifinal.
And since the addition of Scream, the Jade Dragons have seemed revitalized. PBM, though, are you in no man's land?
Got Panda Cat with them. Landfall grabs one, he immediately cancels, but now with Sino here, PBM walled off, knocked down. The Tartarus Titans in 12
Has 5.
will find a kill on a PBM, and the full squad has rotated over. The Gold Fury. Coming into the event, we wanted to see more from him. We've gotten just that this set, but it's not just Stu. It's been the rest of the team, such as Paul, who sets up massive against PBM. The walls from Aurora, not gonna lock anybody in. PBM swings away, but it's right into the rocket. of Stu takes down PBM.
And now it's an initiation for SOT. Dash into the tower into an immediate reset. That is a wild, small skirmish in the center of the map that could be costly. Mike once more over-aggressive, whiffs the ultimate, and loses his life. The Tartarus Titans on tournament point. Set point, pull the fire.
Fino down, Fire Giant low, but who cares about the fire? Maybe we take the fight instead, says the Tartarus Titans. They'll back away. Panda Cat, quarter HP down. Pagon full HP. This is not a free objective. Pagon could steal, but he doesn't.
Spaces around the towers and the Phoenixes, but there is so much gold on the map. And Pagon, why are you here?
Out of position. Aegis is too early. The Earthshaker slams his health. It's Sino, knocks him down.
Mike, no
PBM
jump.
caught again. No leap. Has to use the landfall, but that has only been his own burial ground as Paul drops him down with the tower.
The Tartarus Titans laser focused here. Punish the Jade Dragons every single time. Tier 1, Tier 2.
No way.
Both down. Phoenix next.
Panda Cat, the only one here to defend, and he will not even walk up in time. Scream standing back, and the Titans will take. The Dragons have to put up a defense here.
It's a 5-stack from the Jade Dragons. Sino and SOT on the flank. Pushing in slowly. Who do we go in first? It's SOT. Dashes on a Panda Cat.
Panda Cat, no Aegis, but Sino loses that lot. Earthshaker doesn't find anything. Landfall pulls in 2, but Sino is the first one to fall. The Phoenix goes with it, but Fino-K dives to the back. Thorns have been expended, but it's Fino-K's health bar. That is worse for wear. SOT still had ult that entire time, but the Tartarus Titans got what they wanted. They got another fire, another weakened Phoenix. It took the Titans a while last time to take it, but slow poke to Fino-K. Slow poke on PBM.
Where'd he go?
He's gone. Earthshaker misses, but the Titans surge forward. SOT doesn't find the stun. The Bastet ult is good to pull Sino back. The Dragons have been pushing back the Tartarus Titans time and time again at the Phoenixes, and this one is just enough to spare their base again.
We're right back where we started. Mid and right Phoenix off the board. Tartarus Titans fire for only 2 more seconds. Scream, did you see him?
Walks forward, has the jump, knocked away, walled off, jump back to the grave. Seward, 5-0. The Tartarus Titans move over to the left side bird. Still 3 standing for the Dragons. 10 seconds on Mike. 50 seconds on Scream. No time for Fino-K. SOT puts him down, but the Titans, it's Paul frontlining again on the Vulcan.
That might come back to bite Paul. If you want to push in towards the Titan, Earthshaker is a massive bit of your burst instead. It's a
eliminate the Fire Giant right on time for it to be enhanced. No Phoenix is standing, the mid one, shortly to respawn. But the Tartarus Titans, a team with champions on their squad, are aiming for yet another ring. Will we see another potential 3-time through? Mike with the ult, jumps down in place, dropped once again by Stewart, who is just going absolutely mental. This set will rock it to chase out Scream, but it slams against the wall, and the Titans in the 4v5.
Stu can resustain with the sake bottle and the Fire Giant. Lifesteal on wave. The Tartarus Titans are healthy. SOT still has ultimate. The Jade Dragons, 4 strong. Can't let them in the Titan room.
Titans block forward. Pagon, half HP, no ults. SOT walks up. The Tartarus Titans, who were not expected to make it past the first round, eliminated the reigning champs, have eliminated the fan favorites, and will move on.